Hello, hello, everybody. Oh, secure boot is not enabled. What? I'm trying to play this and let me just see what it says. Secure boot. Secure. Secure boot. Jesus. Hey Sandile. I'm trying to play Battlefield 6, but my computer says something about secure boot, and I'm now quickly just
The
figuring out
Battlefield
what to
6
do.
open beta coming this very weekend. In my typical fashion, I won't be able to show you, but I'll at least be able to get you there and show you at least the cookie crumbs on how to do it yourself. And I also caution you, long and short of this entire video, so if that's all you wanted to know, please feel free to shut the video down. If you're sticking around here, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe as each one entire document already. And I just haven't done the BIOS portion of it, so I'm going to show you what I did to make sure I'm ready to go there. So just to kind of recap, and I'm going to assume you basically the only computer you've ever used is, I don't know, like a fucking tablet. So I'm going to be going really slow. Speed me up if you need to, skip ahead if you need to, whatever the situation is. So first off, we've just gotten this error. Secure boot is not enabled. Learn how to use secure boot at go.ea.com, secure boot 111. So we've gotten that error. Cool. We're going to bring back up this web page. We're going to see what is secure boot is for Windows 10 and 11, basically to make sure you don't fuck around with stuff. So the first things first is we're going to use this portion to check if secure boot is enabled. And it's not going to be, or else you wouldn't have gotten that error. So just pretty much press Windows R. You got this run thing at the very bottom here. We're going to type in exactly what it says right there, MS Info 32. You can type it out manually, you can copy and paste it, whatever you want. Press OK, and it brings up all of the stats for your computer. So boot is for Windows 10 and 11, basically to make sure.
Game.
Sure you don't fuck around with stuff. So the first things first is we're going to use this portion to check if secure boot is enabled. And it's not going to be, or else you wouldn't have gotten that error. So just pretty much press Windows R. You got this run thing at the very bottom here. We're going to type in exactly what it says right there. MSInfo 32. All of the stats for your computer. So with the system summary, we've got from the system information window that opens, select system summary, which is
Jeez.
right. Oh, where is it? Where is it? System summary. Ah, yeah. Oops. Sorry. Look for BIOS mode because that's the next thing here. So we need to scroll down to find these values. BIOS mode, and we want to make sure that it is set to UEFI. You cannot change it in this menu, so don't worry if it's not set that way. And then we want to make sure that secure boot state is on. So mine is off. That's what I'm going to be working through in this, I guess, video, this tutorial here. Now, if it is set to off, we'll need to check the BIOS mode and then enable it. If it is set to unsupported, check with your motherboard manufacturer specification sheet or manual to see if secure boot is supported. You more than likely will not have to deal with this. If you do, that's a whole bunch of motherboard issues that I unfortunately couldn't even help troubleshoot with you. It's probably related to an older motherboard, just not having the support built in for secure boot. If it is set to UEFI, then you move on to how to enable secure boot. That's further down. And if it's a legacy, you'll need to check if your Windows disk MBR is MBR or GPT. It's master boot record, or I can't remember what GPT was nowadays. So these are the things that you're going to be dealing with. You're either going to be the stuff above, or secure boot state is off, secure boot state is unsupported, or BIOS mode is in legacy or UEFI mode. Those are the stuff that we're going to be looking for. So now that we've kind of diagnosed that, let's talk about turning on secure boot. So turning on secure boot is going to come down to your motherboard specifically. This guide will show you Asus motherboard, so that's nice. I'm using a Gigabyte. I've had Asus for years, so it should be pretty easy to navigate. So what we want to do here is says requirements to enable secure boot. Let's check to see if secure boot's requirement, TPM 2.0, is turned on, and make sure the Windows disk is GPT and not MBR. If you don't know what those mean, don't worry about it. We're going to go through it. You can jump straight to enabling secure boot if you've already done these steps. Let's assume we have not. So these links here will give you information for your motherboard. Ignore the links because we don't need them just yet. You will need them if any of the things that I talk about don't work or don't make sense, because it's going to be very motherboard specific. Even if you also have a Gigabyte motherboard like I do, you will probably not have the exact same
guys,
model.
this is actually a focal.
For example, I have motherboard model, that one, X87E Aorus Elite Wi-Fi. You could have an 87E and not have the Elite version, and you and I would have maybe different results. So just know that this is all going to come down to you specifically. I'm just helping you technologically manage this entire document. So we're going to scroll down here to check if TPM2 is enabled. So that's our first thing. So we're going to go Windows key and R, which is that one run window we had before. And from this, we're going to type in tpm.msc. And now we've got this menu right here. Ooh, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, in this tutorial video, my computer. So from this menu, we have Trusted Platform Module. That's what TPM stands for. I have to go to this link to see if TPM is even enabled. So I click this link, and it says Related Models. This
Jesus, what a fucking mess. What a mess.
is where it gets really weird. Look at this. October 7th, 2021. My motherboard and chipset are from 2025, 2024. So this related model section is not necessarily correct. What I would look at instead is the general support for Gigabyte. For example, here, if you have a Gigabyte motherboard, and type in TP. PM 2.0 and try to get some information through here, try to figure out stuff using a general thing rather than trying
Jesus.
to go through
Hey Shiloh, yes, it's a
this
background.
specific link, because this is not like, if I type in 870, my motherboard is not even on this list, and it is TPM 2.0 enabled. So it's really going to come down to the individual motherboard and trying to find out information on it. It's really going to be kind of a crapshoot, and hopefully this is somehow fixed during launch, because I think this is, honestly, my honest opinion, I think this is going to kill the momentum of the game. So TPM, we have to see if it's ready to use. It should be ready to use. Most of these motherboards that don't have this ready to use are going to be like 2009, 2008 motherboards. TPM is not a standard protocol, but it's not an old one. I'm sorry, it's not a brand new one. So we should be good here. Our brings this bar up over here on the left.
Fuck no, I can't play it. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, good. Okay, this is just quite funny. There. Huh. Are you okay? Um, kind of. The people say. Sort out two pens. Hello. Thank you for the love. Two pens. Let's see what this guy has to say. Mm. Jeez. Jeez, guys, apologies for this. I don't think I'm gonna. Windows and R. MBR. Validate. Jeez, guys, this is quite the process. Yeah, I play games too, but I'm quite having some trouble here with Battlefield 6. I have to change a lot of settings here, which I honestly don't like. Let me just do this quickly. Take this out. Let's make it disk management. There's a lot of crap going on here. Yes, I got one. Converts a disk from MBR. Deleting data on the disk. Just want to see. the disk. Hmm. I don't get this. Wait, let's start over. What? There. Invalid argument. What is going on here? This does not work. What to do? I don't know. I can't do this. What is going on? This is a nightmare. Invalid arguments. I don't understand this. Jesus, no.